What?
That's a good start. Anyway,
Great start.
welcome to the Three Nerds podcast, everybody. My name is Lazrpo, and we are joined here by ArticJay and R-Gamerdoesrandom. And we are going to give you a fantastic, extra plastic, super spastic thing.
Okay.
Also, you're not supposed to say spastic anymore. That's apparently a bad thing.
Oh, why did they take spastic away from me?
Because being spastic or a spaz is considered fidgety, twitchy, like making fun of people who have like ADHD and stuff.
I don't care. I have ADHD. I don't care.
You can't take the word back like the gays did with queer, okay? This has already been established. There is an intro.
There is an intro. I think if anyone did show up to watch this, they've officially backed out, gone, nope, this is too much for me. I've got these. That way, if someone pisses me off, I can just throw some shade.
This podcast was ruined from the very first thing.
There is an intro. It's just sleeping right now. Well, gee, thanks for letting me know about the podcast.
That's
We've got people. All right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but I've got Mario sunglasses. They are like,
That's what those are?
yeah, the side, it's all Mario. It'll probably be really hard to see through the camera.
No, I can see it. You can see it's different icons.
Yeah.
And it ends with the floor, which is strange. But
yeah. I love it.
50.
I love it. I got my Assassin's Creed earrings, this. I've got a BioShock necklace. I'm like set. Jay always throwing shade. Well, of course, I've got to throw shade. Someone's got to throw it.
You can leave that to me.
You need explosions. That's what you need. Explosion is just always the best answer.
Oh, and there's a little munchkin back there.
She heard me talking. She knew what was going on. So, what do we want? Oh yeah, R, you got to start us off with that fact of the day, the fact of the week.
Oh, frick. I actually smacked my hand again on something. All right, let's get this.
What's your fact of the year?
So, today, sit back, ladies and gentlemen, and crack yourself a closet for some strange reason, and let's get started on the history, as always. So, you've already heard about this generation called the baby boomers, right, guys?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, according to history, and what my history teacher actually said, which was rather hilarious, that one time, is that she ended up explaining about who were the baby boomers and how they actually lived their life. So, apparently, according to history, the baby boomers were pretty much said to be one of the greatest generations in U.S. history, starting from around after World War II in 1946, all the way around 1963, if that's what the info says correctly. Let me just be absolutely sure. No, 1964, so I was 1 year behind. But yeah, during these couple of years, what my teacher actually explained, though, was that once the year of the baby boomers started around 1946, let's just say there was actually a lot of how you call it, banging going on, and then because of that, yeah, there was actually, holy crap, we got so many babies, it's ridiculous. And of course, ever since then, changed, and then soon by the 1950s, my teacher started explaining that during that time we were actually the baby boomers around the 1950s were all children just actually being obedient and listening to their mamas and all that shiz, and it was during the Cold War, Red Scare, communism, bad today. Listen to America great, all that stuff. And then by the 1960s, ended up explaining was all of a sudden by the 60s, apparently everyone around that era were all like teenagers, and they thought that rebelling was actually the coolest thing they've ever actually done and all that stuff. And well, yeah, it was a really, really crazy time period, literally. Like, and then eventually, I mean, yeah, why do you think you got all the hippies and the hobos around that era? Well, actually, mostly hippies, but yeah, you get the point. And then around the 1970s, people actually then the baby boomers started realizing, hey, I think I actually need a job. Maybe I should actually go get one. And that's when they actually realized that they need to actually get a job. And then all of a sudden, they actually want to do something fun in their time, which is why disco was actually a thing around that time. So yeah, finally around the 1980s, which I believe would be like the final parts that was written about the baby boomers, would be like around their, because I know around the 1970s they were actually around like their young adulthood, their teenage years, already rebelling. So yeah, around the 1980s, they're around like their middle adulthood, and all they actually know is that having a job is actually a cool thing, according to my teacher. And so at this point, I believe now, with that being said, our baby boomers are now beginning to disappear as time will actually continue on. So all I'll say is, baby boomers, you are one of the most interesting generation we've ever had in American history.
Wait a second. World War II directly led to the baby boomers, so that means we can blame disco on World War II. That means it's Hitler's fault that we had disco.
I guess you could actually add that. I did not actually go into that part.
Damn.
That's
wow.
terrible, just mental jumping there. I'm just sitting here listening, and you're talking, and I just start putting these pieces together. And in my mind, it's just like instantly, wait, Hitler caused disco.
Apple wasn't that bad.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't for Hitler starting World War II, we probably wouldn't have the baby boomers. And without the baby boomers, we wouldn't even have disco in the first place.
Sheesh.
That would probably make sense.
Does that mean we should start calling Panic at the Disco Panic at the Hitler?
No. No.
In dedication, of course.
Oh my
Dedication.
god, no, that would be terrible.
Hey, yeah, that's a good hashtag, Rivet Rose. Hashtag Hitler did disco.
Hitler did disco. That's the perfect.
I'm gonna tweet that shiz right now.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
And the worst part is there's so much
Explanation.
Thank you. There's so much explanation needed to make that make sense.
You're gonna wind up on a list, Star.
Oh wait, what list? Oh snap! Am I already going to become famous like that gun, that assault rifle, the famous?
You'll just be blocked by Steve Shives. It'll be okay.
You'll wind up on the same list as Kathy Griffin.
Oh no, not her.
Who?
You haven't heard that?
Are you talking about that picture, that photo shoot that happened recently?
Yeah, the one with the decapitated head of Trump.
Oh.
Why are we talking about this stuff now? I thought we said we were.
Look, this is.
I saw the meme. Well, not the meme. I saw the picture. I saw the actual GIF of the video of her like doing the.
I think she was going to try to make it some sort of meme, but it was just way too wrong.
That was just something you don't do.
I only brought it up because I was just comparing, like saying that R was going to wind up on the same list as her.
Wait, so you're saying my the decapitated head should actually be there?
No.
Oh, man, I didn't think you would actually go that deep.
She's not
Laser.
going to be the murderer.
Oh,
You're not going to be
man.
murdered by
That's
Kathy Griffin.
That's just way too cold. Oh, man.
That's extreme.
Should really be extremely careful around the internet now.
Sweden's. You'll wind up on Sweden's most hated list for some reason. It's extremely close to treason. A sticky tree.
It's not close to a sticky treason.
And apparently I'll actually end up being in Sweden's most hated list for some reason.
Sweden's most hated
I was
YouTuber.
being honest.
Sweden's most hated YouTuber, right behind PewDiePie.
Snap, then yeah, that would be unexpected.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Alright, who wants to get burned into the stake next? Can have ourselves a Salem witch trial style.
Oh no, I'm allergic to fire. That's why I don't lay down sick beats.
No.
Anybody who thinks that I'm not constantly like this just doesn't know me.
Who's there, Rivet?
There. Jinx.
Now I owe you a Coke. How am I going to be able to do this? We live like 1,000 miles away.
I mean, you could mail it.
Are you just being are you being sexist? Why can't he female the package?
Yeah, it's...
Knock knock, you're up.
Okay, you're
Okay.
a poo.
Yeah, you're a poo. Why is this already so funny? Why am I being sent things? We're in a podcast.
It's the
Say hi, Rivet.
Hi, Rivet.
Say hi, Bidis.
Hi, Rivet.
You want to wave to
just Europe. that one, I'm not gonna lie. I think it does fit for some reason in a knock knock joke. Knock knock, Europe. You're a poo. It's just Europe. I don't know, but I just kind of find it pretty hilarious.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That's
wow.
terrible.
I know.
Okay, so now that we've quickly talked about the whole Trump thing,
Oh, no, they're like...
do we have more to go there?
This is just on Twitter.
I know she apologized, said that it was in bad taste, said that she wouldn't do it, would learn from, she's a comedian, and you can draw a line and you cross a line, and you draw a line and you cross a line, and it's like...
But the question is, was it really her? I mean, she looked like a caricature of herself. Little beady eyes and like mop top hair. It was more funny than anything.
History summed up. Knock knock. It's Europe.
I get it.
Fun fact.
Also, your child is dying.
No. Fun fact. Because the doctor told her whenever we took her in for that cough a couple weeks ago, and they said it was allergies, and that's pretty much all it's been. They told her it was a dry cough. So she automatically made this mental connection that if she's coughing, she needs to drink something. So after she coughs once, she thinks she has to keep coughing till she gets a drink. So almost every cough after the initial coughs are forced and fake until she makes it to get a drink. And then she'll get a drink and she'll stop coughing.
She's going to destroy her voice. That's not good.
Too over the top.
We can't convince her otherwise. It's so...
Oh man.
Yeah, she. Oh my god, that's adorable.
That's like the cutest thing, but it makes me worry for her little voice.
Oh, it makes me worry too, because it's just like, how do you explain to
She's
this
laughing
child-
about it.
Yeah, how do you explain to this child that I lost my fidget spinner.
Uh-oh, now you're gonna have to fidget.
I got it.
Fidget spinner challenge.
I need to get like 3 of them so I can just juggle fidget spinners so I won't use them correctly.
Just have them like have as many as you can get, and just have them interlaced like in between your fingers, and just bop, 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 bop,
Oh,
bop.
stack them all up by their spinners and then spin them all at once.
This isn't YouTube. That's probably a future video from you though. But
Just go buy a whole
Foreshadowing.
bunch of fidget spinners. Foreshadowing. No, I have 5 shadows because I'm so fat.
that's not. And of course, she's laughing because you're laughing.
I know.
What is this? Dr. Pepper tastes bad. Hi.
Shut
we
up.
want to get to that topic. Now ever since
Whoa.
one of those soda companies made that riot, the protest commercial once.
Oh, freaking Pepsi.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to read off messages like that about the whole fact that, I message people, stuff like that.
You're not supposed to admit that it was you.
Crap.
Man. Fidget spinners was a waste, mostly because they could have actually made a much better design than that.
I think fidget spinners work perfectly for what they're needed for the people they're needed for their target audience. And the problem is people that are not necessarily in their target audiences are trying to find more uses for them than just the basic use it's needed for. So you get all these tricks and stuff like that.
I know what you're meaning, Arctic, but I'm just thinking that they should make a much better design. Like, in other words, like, I get the spinning and stuff, but I think they should actually put it on, like, I don't know, a shuriken maybe, so that it could actually continuously spin.
But it still wouldn't continuously spin. I mean, the thing is, though, it's supposed to be child safe. So if your kid hits themselves in the mouth with it, like they're basically destined to do, because, they're a trend for children. Don't bust your tooth with that. It's meant so that it does actually not hurt you.
They're really, really lightweight. They're really, really light, really thin plastic. And while they have zero bearings for the center, so it spins really well, the outer bearings...
4 bearings, at least.
Being too dangerous.
You see what I mean by forced cough?
Just like...
Allie, stop it.
It's already on a brushless bearing. What more do you want? Come on, I'm just saying, a glaive that could actually have a fidget spinner mechanism, so it could actually be spinning non-stop. Just saying.
Well, the benefit to these is like someone like me who has a very short attention span. I can play with this and it keeps me from fidgeting with my computer, my phone, and all the other stuff. And I still will do that a little bit. But I'm not nearly as bad as I have been at times where I'm completely losing track of what we're talking about because I'm doing 5 other things at once. And they are relatively safe because of the whole fact that even though they're on these, as I said, they're on brushless bearings, they're on zeros. At the same point in time, they stop so easy because of that them connecting with something. That's the reason why you can do stuff like, and it's fine. They stop really, really quick.
Yeah.
Oh no! 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 No!
So does anyone want a penis-shaped fidget spinner?
Oh.
What the frick?
Oh. No.
It even has...
Oh. Okay, well, I'm not looking at that.
Yeah, it's not safe for work. It's NSFW.
Sounds a lot more
I
dangerous than the Glaive idea, then.
Yes, They do make custom ones. They do have custom fidget spinners. It just so happens that, well, people have already started exhausting it.
I kind of almost want one.
No.
Nice.
I would so sit here. Hey, they make a shuriken one.
Yes, they do make. They make. Okay, this is specifically on the penis one. I don't know if it's on all the other ones. But I accidentally clicked the thing.
That's
They have
just
custom
great.
bearings and stuff.
Yeah, you get custom bearings, custom. Oh,
Now we're going to get censored by YouTube because you actually had to say it.
oh yeah, you said it. We're getting taken down. We need a guideline strike.
This fidget dicker is actually can cost you $38.
Yeah. I saw one guy who glued 3 eggs to a bearing and called it a fidget spinner.
I saw a girl take like plastic molding and turn her fingernail like into a fidget spinner. It's gotten crazy.
I got acrylics. That wouldn't be.
Yeah, because first of all, there's way too many colors for these gosh darn bearings. Also,
I saw one guy who glued 3 eggs on the bearing of a fidget spinner.
now we just need to have someone glue 3 fidget spinners on the 3 eggs that are all on the fidget spinner.
Oh my gosh! Don't give me an idea. I have time.
Does it involve using permanent glue?
No, but you have to use permanent ink. There was a joke there.
Okay, then.
There was a joke there, and I don't know what it was. That this joke failed to land.
I legitimately don't get a joke out of that.
I don't
I
know.
think, okay, and then keep going.
I'm just waiting for someone to make a human fidget spinner. I agree, Rivet. That'd be awesome.
A human fidget spinner. Oh my gosh! Now it just sounds even more ridiculous than the Glaive spinner.
I'm just waiting for someone with like the crazy piercings to wind up with like a gauge of a fidget spinner now. Or like the people who have it like right here in that inner webbing of their mouth, just like boom, fidget spinner.
Well, PewDiePie already did that. Well, that's just great.
Here I actually have to change my Twitter thing
Just
back.
3 guys glued to giant bearings.
All
But
right,
there's
I'm
only
out.
one bearing, and he lives in Australia.
Oh, come on.
You knew that. Well, actually,
I knew it was eventually coming up.
to be fair, there is also Bearing Cab, who is also a bearing. Now we just need one more.
Oh my gosh. Take freaking bearing cab, and another bearing.
Glue them all together, and what do you get? A bearing fidget spinner.
Bearing fidget spinner. Oh my gosh.
I'm making
Well,
jokes at your
PewDiePie
level. I think I'm that tired.
Oh, great. Now we're getting to some DC chiz.
Let's do the DC topic. Let's go ahead and get there. Because this fidget spinner
Okay.
is just bad.
But the fidget spinners
It's
are a craze.
They are a craze. Why do you think I'm playing with mine? You know, the longer I keep this in frame, the more likely it is that this will be the thumbnail picked at the end, and boom, fidget spinner in the thumbnail, millions of views.
What you need to do is you need to take the 3 Nerds one. You need to take the 3 Nerds account, open that laptop webcam, and spin it in front of that the entire time. Don't actually do that.
Okay. Anyways, so in DC, you've already heard the news about the Injustice 2 coming out, or the Injustice series in general, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm laughing.
Yeah, I could actually hear that. But anyways, just making absolutely sure, you guys know the plot of this entire situation that's come by with the Injustice series, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So now
I
it
actually
comes to.
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Arctic.
I actually just read the synopsis for the new game, like just before the podcast.
Oh, so you're
Oh.
ready.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, with that being said, Injustice 2 is already out, so if you guys want to actually go buy it, you can actually go get it, because I don't know what the price is, but I'll actually let you know for un momento. But with that being said, you guys have already tried out the game, right?
I've played Injustice 1, but I haven't played 2. I own 1. It's actually literally on the other side of my bookshelf.
What would your opinion be throughout this entire topic? Or actually with the plot of Injustice 2? Or not just Injustice 2, but Injustice in general.
Okay, Injustice was a great what-if story. Injustice was a great way to pull off doing stuff that otherwise that we wouldn't have seen. It was a really cool idea, a really cool story. The whole concept behind it was made believable. It was wonderfully done. I would definitely praise the comics, the story, and the game for taking a basic what if and making it something massive. I think you should keep the spinner still because you can't see what's in your hands while it spins. Okay, there.
So if you guys want to actually buy the game, if you want to buy the game for PS4, it would actually cost apparently $60 because it's still brand new, and then that would be for the PS4, and then for Xbox One, for Injustice 2,
it should be the same price.
Apparently, yeah, I believe so. It says it's $59.96, but I'm pretty sure it might be $60.
Yeah, it's basically the same price at least.
Yeah. See, the thing that got me with the sequel was I wasn't sure how they were spinning the story, what they were doing with the story, how it was going to happen. That's part of what threw me the most off was the way that 1 ends kind of leaves it in an interesting category for 2. So I wasn't sure exactly how 2 would be. Yeah, exactly. I didn't quite know how 2 would be with the way that 1 ended. And then I was reading through it, and I think they did a great job of kind of pulling that off according to the synopsis that I've read, so it makes me want to get it even more.
Well, to me, I managed to actually play the video game of Injustice 1, and I've just gotten Injustice 2. And on top of that, I managed to actually read the entire comic series of the Injustice series, and it is so good. That's all I'll just say.
It is. Injustice is one of my favorite DC storylines in probably the last 5-10 years. I think Flashpoint's the only one that beats it.
Okay, but yeah, it really is. I mean, if you guys actually want to hear this little story of how Injustice is, and for those who does not know, I'll just actually break it down by saying what Arctic's actually saying, and I'm pretty sure she already pointed out that Injustice is pretty much what if Superman turned evil.
Oh, and the whole premise. I'm done with that second camera. I'm done holding my hand in one position, spinning a fidget spinner. I don't mind. I'm going to continue playing with it, but I'm not holding my hand right there. Okay, so first and foremost, anybody who hasn't played Injustice 1 and intends on playing Injustice 1 or hasn't read the comic and doesn't know the story, which the game does a really good job of covering all the story, so there shouldn't be anything else. But careful for spoilers. Most of the spoilers I'm going to throw are the basic synapse of the game, nothing much further than that, but I'm just bracing everyone for some minor spoilers. So
Oh
who else
gosh,
likes
there is
Suicide
a
Squad?
lot of
Oh, God.
there is a lot of crazy twists with the Injustice, literally.
So
And when
yeah,
Arctic says that there's spoilers, it's ridiculous. Which is
Oh.
why you should just check it out yourself.
So the basic quick thing, just to do a quick gloss over why he went bad and why it makes such a good story, because it's so believable. Joker got bored with Batman. Joker realized Joker could with Superman. So Joker, using freaking Scarecrow's fear toxin and a nuke, basically kidnaps Lois Lane, who's pregnant with Superman's child, uses the fear toxin and some kryptonite to make it so Superman thinks she's Doomsday. Superman kills her. There's a timer, there's a thing inside of her, so when her heart stops beating, the atomic bomb goes off in the center of Metropolis. Boom! He kills her, and in response for for killing her, he destroys the city he swore to protect. Thus, he goes rogue and basically creates a dictatorship. And it's such a well thought out thing because that's exactly what I would think of. Imagine if someone basically made you kill your... Imagine if you were in that situation. You'd rage. You'd go just ballistic. If you didn't go into a depressive state and try and kill yourself, which, oh, wait, it's Superman. How's that going to work? Here, let's go eat some kryptonite. You know? It's such a freaking massive... Such a massive idea. And then just the whole fact of seeing people polarized to different sides and different factions, and you get to see certain people like the Flash being like such a moral thing, and like he sticks to one side just to try and change things, and all of this other stuff. I could fangirl over the story of Injustice for hours. It was so well done. And I'm hoping I'm hoping that there's going to be a comic to partner with Injustice 2, and I'm hoping that actually playing the story.
Oh yeah, I've already checked. They're definitely going to do that right out. They actually said that right after the game Injustice 2 comes out, that's when they'll also release the comic series.
Well, good. Because and the only thing I have to say is it better not be a botch, because like Dark Knight Rises 2 was like one of the worst comics ever, and it was a sequel. And I'm just saying, when we're doing a sequel to a series of comics, it's actually a volume. Doesn't matter. You get what I'm saying. If it's flopped, I will be pissed.
Well,
has said it reminds me of the Justice Lords universe from the Justice League series.
Oh,
Which I remember I saw that once in one of the Justice League series a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah. But still, I think Injustice is actually a much more unique experience.
Oh, and I'm just hoping that it keeps up with it.
I really think it does, and they managed to, in Injustice 2, they have introduced a couple of more people into the series. They've actually introduced Atrocitus, which I guess some of you should already seen if you've seen like the trailer before the actual video game came out. Gorilla Grodd actually is there. And for some reason, they actually threw out Captain Cold. I actually kind of find it a little funny.
I like Captain Cold.
He's cold.
And then let me see. Besides Captain Cold, they brought out Poison Ivy as a playable character. So will Swamp Thing.
Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn better have a relationship since the Joker's dead.
No, I read the comics. I'm pretty sure she actually had a thing for Shazam, even though Shazam was like 7 years old. Literally, I read it from the comics. When I said I read the comics, I literally read the entire comic of Injustice.
Wait a second. I have a question. So Shazam is like 11, the kid. When he goes into the Shazam form, he becomes an adult. No one knows he's a kid except people who know his secret identity. If he gets lucky while in his Shazam form, is that statutory rape?
No, wait. Okay, here's the thing. Harley actually knows Shazam's identity, She just only wants to see him in his adult form, and then
That's
just
the
goes
question,
to on him.
though.
That's
This is
very much
impressively
it.
screwed up.
Well, what can I say? That's Harley for ya. Yeah, that's
I'm a terrible
pretty much
person.
it. All right,
I'm
but
a
yeah, besides
terrible person.
who else is also gonna be in Injustice 2? Supergirl has already been introduced to Injustice 2.
Yeah, she's actually a major character to the story.
Yes, indeed. Cyborg is finally going. Oh wait, no, they already had Cyborg for the first one, but yeah, he's definitely
Mhm.
gonna be there. Blue
Yeah.
Beetle's going to be there. And it's gonna be there. And apparently they're going to bring back Green Arrow to Injustice 2. Even though, and yes, spoiler alert,
How?
Green Arrow did die in the comic series.
Yeah, to the same thing that Joker died to. The Fist
Oh
of
yeah, and
Superman.
speaking of Joker, they're also
Shit's
going to
sick,
bring
I'm
him
glad
back
that I'm not
into Injustice
actually-
2.
Shit's sick. I'm glad that I'm not actually like following this. Sorry.
But I think they actually have. But again, the comic, they'll most likely try to do something in terms of the comic, maybe.
I just can't believe
probably-
that, you know, Superman after Lois's death, he went gay because he just goes around fisting men.
What? Seriously, Arctic, you really have an interesting mindset. Haven't seen Blue Beetle in a while. I know. The last
Beetle
time I
doesn't-
managed to heard about Blue Beetle was in Batman the Brave and the Bold. And his powers are great.
Blue Beetle gets so little story time for how much for how good the character is.
They at least
He-
acknowledge he
He
exists.
does.
They do acknowledge he exists, but
But I really think he should. But yeah, that's actually a good point there, Arte, because I really think Blue Beetle should at least get some more recognition. Because first off, Blue Beetle's powers are awesome, like literally, and of course they did actually explain about that Blue Beetle does have a relationship between him and which I really do think they should eventually try to make a story, like a much more detailed story, whether it's like the comic. I don't know if they actually did something in terms of the comic, but I really think they should at least try to involve Blue Beetle more and could at least get to know him better.
So, I guess since we're talking about DC and you wanted to do this anyways, we should go ahead and talk about our favorite DC characters.
Yes, so
Go ahead and start with Lazrpo.
You're not gonna like my opinion because I'm not a DC. I don't follow DC stuff. I'm a Marvel guy.
I'm both.
I'm both.
I guess if I grew up watching a lot of Batman, like a lot of Batman movies, Batman cartoons. So I guess you could say I'm pretty partial to Batman. And as for why, other than me openly saying that I don't really know too many other DC characters, I guess the best thing that I can say is that Batman always intrigued me because he wasn't necessarily meant to be a hero, but he made himself a hero with tons of money.
Like Tony Stark.
Yeah, like I'm a fan of Iron Man too. And like it's because they aren't necessarily supposed to be the hero. They are extremely vulnerable in the way that they present themselves, but they don't care. They just throw money at whatever they need, and they show, hey, I can do what I want to, despite the fact that, well, I shouldn't be able to do all this stuff.
So pretty much you're more of a hero who's actually a millionaire kind of person.
I'm I'm a big fan of heroes that have vulnerabilities. I'm not a big fan of like invincible heroes, like Superman, who have one weakness and one weakness only, and
That's allergic to being allergic to green rocks.
yeah, basically, yeah. If the Thing and the Hulk had a gay fanfic love child, that would be Superman's enemy.
Oh my god.
But that's just something I never really dug with characters, because exposing that one flaw that they have, I'm more into like characters that are based more in like I hate saying reality, because Jesus Christ, these comics are nothing but fantasy. But I just like characters that have things to go, like overcome and deal with.
Rivet has a point. Superman's not just weak to kryptonite. Also, any radiations any solar radiation that's not from a yellow sun, and magic.
Oh yeah, like the time Superman got his butt whooped by Dr. Fate.
And the reason why Shazam can hold his own, because Shazam uses magic.
I wouldn't know this, and you know why?
I know.
Because I don't like Superman.
I don't either.
And I have to mute my mic again now, so someone else go.
Okay, Arctic, your turn.
Okay, this one's actually hard for me because, okay, I am a massive DC fan. To give you an idea, Batman: The Killing Joke. I have Green Arrow comics right here, but my two favorite DC heroes will be easily represented. One, The Flash. The Flash is by far one of my favorite heroes of all time. And for his broken and he's also vulnerable to ionizing. He is vulnerable to radiation. I actually made a video about that on a different channel, and then privated it. Anyways,
The Cyborg is Bay.
no, I did make that on my main channel. I'm sorry, it is on my main channel. Regardless, the Flash's main weakness is the whole fact that he's only got super speed. He's not bulletproof. He's not invulnerable to anything like that, and he has a metabolism he's got to maintain. So the Flash is far from broken. And then my other favorite hero, my other favorite DC hero, no, I'm not a massive effing nerd. I can't just turn around and grab references to all the characters in the world off my freaking shelf behind me. But Green Lantern. Green Lantern, their power is literally, their willpower is what drives them. If they don't have enough will, if they don't have enough focus, they're losing. If they get scared, they're going to lose. I mean, when you think about the whole fact that their entire power just is based around them standing firm and having the will to persevere and not back down, and that's the only thing that makes them strong. The second you spook them, the second you break their will, they're fucked.
That was the first F-bomb.
That is the first F-bomb. I don't really drop it anymore. I think I've been dropping it normally for the last 12 episodes.
I'm still going to point it out.
Okay, it's fine. But apart from having to recharge their battery, which that's another thing, no matter how much willpower they have a freaking battery they have to worry about. So that if they drain the battery, they're toast. And it's part of why I love Green Lantern, is because they are very much on the fact of Golden Age Green Lantern was vulnerable to wood. Yeah, I know. In the New 52, they made the Golden Age Green Lantern gay, so he is definitely vulnerable to wood.
Oh wow.
Oh
yeah. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert in the Justice series. Hal Jordan actually turns bad. Real bad. He goes green to yellow.
I'm not gonna spoil Injustice 2. Oh, that was some nice water. Silver Age 1 was vulnerable to yellow. I know, you could take him out with a number 2 pencil. What's a freaking
You could take him out with an Ethernet cable.
Oh, you're right. Strangling with an Ethernet cable.
I actually have one right here.
You can beat with a number 2 pencil. Yes, good job. But yeah, no, the modern age is just is immune to fear, is vulnerable to fear, and that's what their willpower is what makes them strong. So if we're gonna talk heroes, I mean those are my 2 favorite. I have some favorite, I have some villains I like, but if we're talking my favorite like DC heroes of all time, the Flash and Green Lantern by far. In fact, in the Blackest Night storyline, when the Flash got a lantern ring, the blue lantern ring for hope, because he just brings hope everywhere he goes. I immediately just lost it, because it's like my favorite character, one of my 2 favorite characters, literally just became one of my other favorite characters, and I just could not take it.
Calm down on the fangirling, Arctic.
I'm not a fangirl. I'm not at all a fangirl. Not at all. No, not at all. We can't illustrate this with a whole bunch of junk behind me. Oh, speaking of which, I'm a Flash guy.
Hey, here's my favorite superhero. It's not even my favorite Pokemon, but here's my favorite superhero. I keep mine behind me too.
Oh gosh. It's not even your favorite Pokemon.
It's not, you're right.
Well, why do you keep one up there at all times?
Because my aunt put it up there, and it's been up there for 3 months, and I forgot to take it down.
I think I pointed it out.
Okay. It is spoiler alert. I'd hate to say it again, but yes, Superman did actually fell in love with someone else, but it's no wizard. It's I think you can answer that.
Oh, it's easy. It's easy. He fell in love with me.
Oh gosh, that's the best answer I've ever heard.
I give up putting my ghost on a stand. My ghost could just sit here.
Yes, you're right, Ribbit Rose.
You mean Diana? Oh no! Funny joke. A funny story.
Funny joke.
Yeah, it is a joke to some people. Years ago, back before I was ever out, it was actually my first Halloween with my ex. No, it was our first anniversary, because we got married on Halloween, so it was our first anniversary. She gave me the option between dressing up as Frankenfurt from Rocky Horror Picture Show or Wonder Woman.
Well, those are saying a lot.
I went as Wonder Woman. So, yeah, my very first actual Halloween trick or treating with my daughter and my wife. My daughter's first Halloween, I was in 3-inch heel freaking boots in a Wonder Woman costume, trick or treating.
But
I can only imagine how painful the heels would actually be.
It wasn't that bad early on, but holy cow, it got bad. And
I'm
Wonder
surprised
Woman,
you still have bombs to your feet.
Wonder Woman is one of my favorites. She's just not in my top 2. She's my favorite female superhero, though. Just period.
Yes, dang indeed.
Shields.
Dang indeed.
I could just imagine you walking behind everyone, clack, 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 clack. Wait up.
I love these because they actually go around the ankle right here to help keep them on. They buckle to the ankle.
Nice.
As long as it's not a Robin costume.
I have that too. I have a female Robin costume. That was last year. Harley Quinn was the year before.
Was it really a costume?
Oh, we don't want to talk about the actual. We don't need to go into the. I should just tell a story because it's hilarious.
And actually skip my turn for actually telling my end of DC. Okay, fine.
How about you do that, and then I'll tell my story about the Robin costume because it is funny.
Oh Jesus!
You do yours though, so
Okay.
we don't forget it. Come on.
Go on.
All right, yeah. All right, so I actually love all the DC heroes, but I'm actually more entitled for the villain side of DC because they are a lot more cooler. And if I actually had to say who would be my most favorite character of DC of all time,
Oh, Red Hood's a freaking great character.
oh yeah, Red Hood is literally bad frickin' as.
Bad freaking ass.
Really like Red Hood was that, and if you for those who actually hasn't don't know who Red Hood is, Red Hood is actually originally like one of the Robins.
Jason Todd.
Yeah, Jason Todd, who was
Yeah.
if I remember the second Robin, and of course he actually got murdered by the Joker.
Yes.
Only then that he would actually be resurrected by a guy named Ra's al Ghul, and well, that the resurrection kind of gone. It worked, kind of didn't, which caused Jason's mind to going into a really, really dark path, and eventually, he would then actually skills like a Batman, but he would actually turn more into the more murderous side of like Batman. Therefore, you would actually thus have Red Hood. Now, originally there was the first Red Hood, and that was the Joker.
Introduced in The Killing Joke.
Yes. And of course, his
That's
story
a good
ended
band.
due to the fact that he kind of tripped into some kind of chemical stuff that turned him pale, and
Insane.
yeah, pretty much that for the most part. And because of that, yeah, that's how this will. Yeah, pretty much. The Killing Joke was pretty much the birth of the Joker.
It covers one of his many origins that he's given over the years.
Yep. And then as I actually explained, the second Red Hood is pretty much the one we're dealing with today. And of course, they're going to make a DLC for Red Hood later on in Injustice 2, which is so cool. And I could definitely show you guys the trailer, because oh my gosh, that was actually pretty sweet.
Well, see, Joker beat Jason Todd, so Jason Todd had to beat Death.
And yes, if you guys actually want to know more about the Red Hood, there was a movie called
Yes.
Batman, the Red Hood, and it's
Yes.
a really great movie that does actually explain about it and how pretty awesome Red Hood is.
And I have to bounce off something Ribbit said because I was going to type it, but I'm just going to say it. Ribbit says, I'm 96% sure it was some kind of bleach the Joker fell into, but since they never tell us, there's no way of knowing. And with the greening of his hair and the whitening of his skin, I wouldn't argue that. But I also have to say, I think anyone would go insane if they fell into that much manga.
I've sent it towards your DMs.
Oh, come on.
Are we sure they didn't fall into the patriarchy?
It just fell into an anime Blu-ray collection. He's white because he's just spent so much time sitting in the basement binge watching anime. Joker, the ultimate weeboo.
Wow.
Maybe that's why he has such a thing for someone as animated as Harley Quinn.
That explains why he'd have her in the skirt with the pigtails.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else to go off that, R?
Oh, I was just sending you guys the link
Just
of Sis 2
Okay.
because they just released the trailer about it a couple weeks ago.
Once upon a scene from under the red hood and edited a bunch of Bleach mangas into the bat. There we go. That's a Batman abridged. If I've ever heard one. So bouncing back to my Robin story, just because I think it's a great segue from Red Hood to Robin.
Yeah.
So this last Halloween, Kara decided that she was going to do. We were all going to do comic characters for the second year in a row, and so she decided that she was going to have me be Robin. And she went online and she went to go buy a female Robin costume. So nothing too major. Except the fact that she bought an adult Robin costume, and not adult in an aspect of for adults, but adult as in SFW, as in
It was so tight.
shiny. It's shiny. It's oh my god.
It was so loud.
It was so bad. I laughed so fucking hard when I read the packaging because she didn't know that brand. And I saw the brand and I immediately lost it. And I showed it to her and she's like, what? I pointed out the fine print and she went, oh. And by that point it was like a week out from Halloween, so there's nothing we could do.
There was more plastic in that costume.
When you
Yeah,
have to
Toys R
wear
Us.
leggings with a costume to go outside with it, when you're forced to wear leggings just to wear it outside, you know it's not. Yes, it was the sexy Robin costume, and it was fucking hilarious. Oh.
That's why I'm more into Red Hood, not Robin exactly. So yeah.
Why? Because you're more into Red Hood more than Robin because Robin wears tight latex all the time?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think you realize the
Oh,
I don't
trust
even
me,
how to
I know.
phrase it.
I know.
Well, I mean, Red Hood just wears like biker gear, a leather jacket, tactical pants, and a helmet.
Yep.
Where is it?
Doesn't Red Hood wear a gimp mask? No, it's like a Kevlar tactical mask.
But doesn't Red Hood wear a gimp mask? A gimp mask, huh?
Yeah. No, it's a freaking tactical bulletproof red mask, but holy cow.
Well, the red mask actually has some good utilities, and besides that, it's actually besides the mask being able to bulletproof, it does actually have some unique features with it. For example, it does actually give you it gives you like a good vision, so it's actually pretty useful. Like if you actually play the Arkham Origins DLC and playing as him, he actually has that feature. And on top of that, and if you watch the movie, he also had another feature where apparently his own helmet can blow up in front of you.
Well,
So as far as I know.
Sounds explosive.
He's full of surprises, like Batman.
and Latex Robin. Oh.
Yeah,
No.
besides Red Hood, I could actually say I like Scarecrow. A pretty unique character.
Scarecrow.
Mostly because... Yeah, another DC character. Mostly because he doesn't actually fight people physically, and I believe he's one of the rare figures who uses one of the rarest characters that became very popular to fighting his own opponents using illusion rather than just physically fighting.
Yeah, and he's also actually strong again. He actually got in the Sinestro Corps at one point because of the fact that he's done. He uses fear, and on top of that, he's actually strong against Hal Jordan because if Hal Jordan or any other Green Lantern shows up, they're weak to fear. That's what the Sinestro Corps power is you know, and so Batman has a utility belt. Red Hood had a utility mask. Oh my god.
This is
Anyway,
getting hot.
like you know,
And the reason why Scarecrow ended up becoming a big thing again, because I know like he was actually forgotten a little while, but ever since the Arkham series, holy crap, they actually made Scarecrow much more cooler. About it for a moment.
Yeah.
Like the first time when I actually when like the first time when I was introduced to Scarecrow, like for once in the Arkham games, I was like, wait, what? Did my game just crash or just froze? But no, it was Scarecrow just screwing with my mind. But it was actually a pretty unique experience I actually had with Scarecrow. And that they also introduced him in Injustice 2 is also another really cool thing that they actually done as well.
Scarecrow is a pretty good. Batman has some of the most interesting villains himself, just because so many of his villains are based off psychological disorders or things to do with psychology. I've actually got an audiobook about Batman and psychology, and it goes over the different actual psychoses of different villains in the Batman universe and what they're supposed to have and what they actually have and the correct everything. It's really, really cool. Just the breakdown of the mental disorders of most of his rogues gallery. If you like psychology, you like stuff like that, it's a really freaking good read or listen. Hold on a second. I'll actually give you the title.
Oh, okay.
It's sorry. It just made me think of it. There it is. This is Audible.
Well, it sounds like a fun read, if anything.
Oh yeah, I need to get.
Well,
more
even though yours
audiobooks.
is going to be an audiobook.
Well, I have so many audiobooks, and I need to buy more. I've got like 5 credits I need to spend, but I don't know what to get. No, that's Batman and author. There it is. That's Batman and Philosophy, which is a good one. Batman and Psychology. That's actually what it's called. Is Batman and Psychology. By Dennis O'Neil and a couple other people. But yeah, it's a really, really good read or listen if you can ever get your hands on it, because of the fact that it dives heavily into the different mental disorders of everybody. Don't get anything read by Will Wheaton.
You mean Will Wheaton?
I actually own so much read by Will Wheaton because he does such a good job reading.
That Will Wheaton, he reads really well.
He does. Ready Player One and What If serious scientific answers for awkward hypothetical questions are both really good audiobooks read by him. Though I have to say, Tough Shit Life Advice from a Fuck Up by Kevin Smith is beautiful because it's read by Kevin Smith in his house, and he's stoned the whole time, and he keeps going off of the book and talking about other stuff like that, and they keep it all in. So he gives you all this extra stuff. He recorded the whole thing in his kitchen.
So it turns into a commentary.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
While you're actually doing that, I will like to point out that in Injustice 2, the developers decided that they will actually be, this time, for the endings, that they're going to actually add a good ending and a bad ending.
Yes. Yes.
And on top of that, they've also added this thing. They've added the butterfly effect during the story mode. So depending on what your decision is, it will ultimately affect the ending too. So I just only want to throw that out.
Probably more the characters than anything. The two endings are still stuck in stone, but the other stuff is probably what can go, what is up in the air.
Potentially. We'll have to wait and find out.
Yep.
Because DC is known for swerving some stuff.
And I will tell you that judging by the ending of Injustice, there's chances are there's going to actually be a third Injustice coming by very soon.
Oh, very likely. I can't even argue that. It's very likely.
I can argue that.
You go ahead. Make my
How
day.
soon is very soon? Can't argue too well, but
I can.
well, then do it.
I will.
Fine.
Fine.
Bullshit.
I've got 6 credits available on Audible. I have to use one before the 25th, or it actually drops off.
Download some Harry Potter.
Oh.
Get your
No.
pout on.
So if anyone has any Audible suggestions for science, nerdy stuff, or anything like that, please do suggest them. I would be definitely glad to hear.
How do I get my hand out of here by Perez Hilton?
And if you got Q&As, I'll answer them.
Oh, heck, I've been trying to get people to submit questions to a Q&A for my channel for like a month and a half now. Just not working.
Like I said, if you need me to, I can fill the entire thing up.
Oh my gosh. You and freaking you and Vidus are like the worst, because like I think the last Q&A I did was six of yours, 6 of his, and then there was a couple others that were neither of you. But like the 12 of those questions were just you two.
Yeah.
And I just picked the best because I think you like submitted like 20 something and he submitted like 15, and I picked the best of of those.
This just shows how much time we both have.
I mean, Vidus did try to be the worst with me one time when I was actually streaming, doing a Fallout stream. Unfortunately, when Vidus actually pointed out that he will actually give his most cringiest stuff ever, I just told him that I was actually immune to cringe, and he was actually heartbroken. Story of my life.
Well, I mean, that's what you get for saying that you're immune. Don't say you're immune to cringe. Embrace the cringe.
Actually, I am. I just caused a heartbroken. I actually heartbroken Vidus.
You did. You broke my friend. How dare you?
I don't know. It's hard to be
Worse.
immune to cringe.
No, trust me, I've seen worse, and yeah, I wasn't affected to that.
Don't give me ideas, R. Don't give me ideas.
Bring it on.
Oh.
If you got anything you want to throw at me, I will be ready for that.
Okay.
Jay, you know the networks I'm a part of. It might get bad.
Tubas.
Oh boy.
Don't bring that up.
Tubas.
Stop.
Tubas.
Okay, we get it. Yes. Tubas.
Oh, I owe you, huh?
What you saying?
Okay then.
What is
I'll
that
try to see if I
saying?
can make that up.
Well, it's
What is that you saying?
Yeah, what are you saying?
words. I'm saying words. I'm saying words, because I'm about to hold the third.
Tubas are things you can explain to your daughter without getting as bad as this.
Tubas are
used to
musical
play the
instruments that
tuba.
people used to make sounds. They typically sound like a farting sound.
Really?
Yes. I'm not joking, really. Hold on, come here. Come here. More Bo Burnham quoting. That's my life. My life is just quoting Bo Burnham or Breezy. That's it.
Really?
Breezy hasn't even found out about the schedule yet for the Three Nerds podcast.
You have a schedule?
Podcast in general.
We have a schedule? This is what a tuba sounds
Every
like.
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
We do this every Wednesday.
Is this our copyright claim? Is this where we're gonna lose it?
The tuba. The
See?
tuba is the long.
That's what it sounds like. Did you hear it? Is that... That's a tuba. There you go. See, I'm not joking.
It does. It just sounds like a long, deep fart.
A long, deep fart. It's all rumbling around you.
Tubas. Stop.
Sounds like a helicopter I'm doing, but whatevs.
Yeah.
Hey. I have to have something to one up the freaking Femskin thing.
I said it was the weirdest thing since Femskin. I didn't say it was as bad as Femskin because
Because it still
in my
makes you
head-
cringe. It still makes you cringe. It makes me laugh.
I mean, I know you've seen the Cringe Champions things
Never watched it.
by Breezy.
Oh yes.
Breezy
Never
Company.
mind. I know what you're talking about now.
It's kind of like the Five Nights at Freddy's versus My Little Pony one, if that's the one I'm remembering. I think that was it, maybe.
Gosh, I'm gonna look up Cringe Champions now for this.
Yeah, and now Bree's gonna hate you.
Now, come to think of it, I never actually met the Breeze yet.
Oh, neither have I.
It was furries versus bronies.
Furries
Or
versus
FNAF
okay, that's
versus
it.
Minecraft.
Furries versus bronies. It's kind of like that one where the furries are the femskin, where you know it's existed for a while. Everything lasts a bit longer, but it's cringy because of how bad it is. But the tubas thing is like My Little Pony, where it took me a very short amount of time to like realize how messed up like and weird it was, but I was actually able to get over it pretty fast.
My little pony, my little pony.
No.
Everybody's singing in a freaking McDonald's lobby.
Yeah.
That was a good cringe video.
Oh, that was the worst one.
I used to
probably.
wonder what them skin could be.
Have you ever stretched a face over your face?
You all share this
Yep.
tuba with me.
That's
I'm done.
Good.
I'm done.
and Aaron's screaming. Ribbit knows what's up.
I play Pokemon Go every day. Fuck! I need to get on Pokemon Go.
You missed an entire week of events, but
Oh, gosh.
the adventure event.
No, I played it.
Okay, well I didn't. I'm too busy playing like 60 games of Yahtzee at a time. But the
Cool,
I did not see that coming.
but no, the whole Tubas thing, I'm pretty well over it. That only took a matter of hours. So
I
don't
remember that tweet at like 3 in the morning. No, it's like 2 in the morning.
It
Tubas.
started at 12. It started at 12. Like that's where it all started.
And just for a crap post question, Laser, do you actually, while you're playing Yahtzees, do you actually play with a bunch of Nazis alongside with you?
Oh, so I can play with a bunch of Yahtzee Nazis?
Yeah.
I sure play a lot, sees.
Oh, yeah. I should actually tag along with you with one of these games with a bunch of Nazis one of these days. That wording sounds so wrong.
You know, a lot of people don't really like a lot of games of Nazi Yahtzee, but I think they're all right.
Okie dokie. Mormon puns.
That wasn't Mormon.
Mormon puns. Well, you know, with that
You
religion,
want more men puns? I don't think you want that.
with that religion, I don't think it's more men that they're looking for. It's the whole thing of having multiple wives, but so.
That was
Well, all I'll just say is that they got to go.
I don't get that one.
It's a GTA reference.
Which one? There's so many of them.
There's just way too many.
I gotta go fast.
Why are we? Now we're referencing Sonic. Do we need to do that?
Gotta run fast.
There's a new
Fast,
Sonic
boy.
game coming out, everybody.
Chaos Blast!
And guess what?
Control!
And guess what? For once, I know nothing about a Sonic game. What the hell is Sonic Mania?
You know
I
what they
don't
should
know.
make? They should actually create another Shadow video game because the first one was rad.
Oh Christ!
Yeah, they oh, way to just follow the train, Laser.
Anyways.
Just follow the train.
I like trains.
You also like tubas.
Oh gosh,
Anyways.
it's sad that joke that whole I like trains thing from Tom Scott has been completely tainted by the one from Astif 10.
Mm-hmm.
Better look out for that
Well,
transgender kid.
I think that's genius.
Oh,
That's
I died when I saw it. I heard. I think we said this back then, but I'm going to say this again now. When I heard that line, I had a momentary pause of horror because I didn't know what was going to come. And then the train just comes across and I lost it. Because I thought that we was going to go with a really bad joke. And it was that one. And it's just like such a flip of expectation. I was just so... I lost it.
Yeah, that was such an oh shit moment. That could have been the worst.
It could have. Oh.
I mean, that was tampering with a lot of feelings in that one, 4-second clip.
I know, right? There's so much anxiety in that brief spot. But it's so good.
It is good. It was well implemented. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess we don't have any more topics at this point, don't we?
Well, we
Yeah,
can
post
talk
that in the
about anything.
Well, I really actually want to finish writing a script because I am halfway finished with it, but I don't mind talking a little bit longer.
Oh, I see how it is.
I see how it is. You've got to get work done. I've got to get work done. Lazrpo's got to take a nap.
I do. I was
Just-
supposed to be asleep at 10 o'clock, and apparently everyone decided to ring my doorbell today. Today's the day where Lazrpo gets no sleep.
I guess now it's time for me to be crucified then.
I'll crucify you. Actually, that doesn't sound good on my part.
You're really,
Well, it just,
you're really good
Well, it just
about
sounded
making
like
it.
it just sounds exactly what you guys want me to actually have or do or actually punish me just because I simply just said, oh boy, I really need to finish my scripts. And then that reaction. It sounded like I just triggered you guys too easily.
Oh, I'm so easily triggered.
You know. So wait, are you... Oh dear.
What?
Rivet, that is potentially statutory. I don't approve. I don't approve. There was enough of that shit coming from me and Jay, but that's a little excessive, especially since he's apparently my son.
I
It
forgot we
turned out
played
that
that.
I'm actually the father this entire time.
That
You
makes it
took-
even weirder.
You took this joke even farther than I thought it would go.
Shit.
How much farther can we go with this humor?
I'm going to die.
And I still can't get over the fact about that. The fan art that it was the best.
Oh, freaking Vidus's fan art is amazing.
Much love for Vidus's fan art.
Oh yeah, big props on you, Bitis.
Yeah.
Once again, Route 66 for you. Wait, that actually looks like a heart. There's my eyes. Lots of hearts for Vidus. R already has a father, son, father.
Yep, I think I know that pretty well.
What is this Arkansas shit?
It's not Arkansas shit at this
Oh,
point. We're
yeah.
going so West Virginia, where you gotta die of that black lung.
That's racist.
Would be going off jokes that I
Bitis gets me.
I haven't drawn anything in weeks, but thanks. I draw something. I drew some great Breezy fan art.
All I can draw is stick figures.
It was supposed to be great Breezy fan art, but really my tablet pissed me off, so it went from going to be okay to being completely like the worst thing I've ever drawn.
Oh, beautiful.
Hold on, I will send it to people.
I'm worried now.
You know what we should actually talk about next week in the next podcast, though? Is that what I was thinking is that now that I think about the Q&A part, we should actually try to see if we can encourage some people to actually
should-
asking us questions.
Oh, we should try and get some questions. Even if they just throw them into the chat live, we should definitely get some questions and to just bounce them around, because that would be a blast.
Yeah, if you got questions to really the Three Nerds podcast, or if you actually want to ask questions personally to either Arctic, Laser, or moi, just actually leave it there, or you can actually just leave us a message on, I don't know, Twitter, message, yeah, all that stuff. So yeah.
But I'm such a secretive and vulnerable person.
Okay, I've sent my terrible drawing to every. Oh, I need to send it directly to Rivet. Hold on, Rivet.
That is some beautiful fan art, Jay.
Okay.
Yeah,
the
you
whole,
tried.
The whole joke for that, it was a series of jokes, and it just everything backfired. Okay.
What I
Breezy
find
popped
odd.
into,
Go on.
Breezy popped into chat, and I said, "Hey, look, it's that Breeze," and she immediately made the emote of riding a unicycle, and I said, "This must be done." I grabbed my tablet, was searching for my stylus, and when I finally found my stylus, I looked up at Discord, and someone else had already drawn it and posted it. Very, very high quality. So I immediately tried really, really quick to draw something good, and I couldn't get the pen to let me draw a couple of curved lines where I wanted to, so I got pissed off and just drew the rest of it in a quick hurry and posted it. I stopped trying and just went to get something done.
Well, that is something you did, and that something you did was something.
Ouch.
I just don't know what it is.
It's supposed to be Breezy riding a unicycle, but I gave up because my pin wasn't cooperating. And so I posted that in chat so that everybody could see it.
Did Breezy saw this?
Oh, probably.
Oh boy.
I don't care.
Oh wow. Well, if
No,
she
boy.
did see it, then she's I'm sure she's appreciative.
She turned on about it.
Turned on.
Whoa.
It's just
That is
a
one
huge
sexy collection of
possibility.
lines.
Oh, I sent it on the other Facebook, didn't I? For once. That's why I couldn't find people so quick.
Hit Breezy
God.
up in the DMs and ask her how this is making her feel.
Yeah.
You say yeah like that's not a good idea. I think you should go for that.
No. Oh shit, here comes that Bree. Exactly. Oh shit, look, it's that Bree. I'm terrible. I need help.
Here come that Bree.
I need help, but I think that
Some
help comes in the
good
form of some
breeds.
psychiatric assistance.
That Breeze looks pretty cool.
It feels good.
Oh,
I made one of your jokes, Jay.
you did. You did. And now I've realized by hearing it exactly how bad it is.
You see?
Now it just sounds like I'm just rubbing it in someone's face.
I still love making my freaking trike joke and everybody being like, no bike jokes. It's not a bike joke.
I basically have to defend myself every day at work.
So does that mean I can't actually wear my biker's clothing? Come on.
No,
Yeah.
only Triker's clothing. So what are they?
I don't remember that being a thing.
What's the new trendy thing that looks completely stupid that guys are wearing now?
The fucking jumpers.
Yeah, but they're not called jumpers.
I know what you're talking about. Frick. What the hell are those called? What the hell are those called?
I actually don't remember what they're called. Damn.
Hold on.
Go to Google men's trend
Rompers.
rompums.
Rompers.
I have no idea what that is.
So you need to put your focus on getting yourself a set of rompers, a relatively large diaper, and some overalls. And then you'll have Triker's clothes. That's a true Triker's uniform. And then go to a biker bar and say that they're not worth it, that you have 3 wheels and they have 2.
That just doesn't
The
sound.
diaper made it uncomfortable, didn't it?
The diaper did. The diaper is exactly where you lost me.
They can be like swimmer style, you know. It just needs to be tight fitted. Maybe a cloth one.
Don't forget the sailor's hat and giant lollipop.
Oh shit's sake! This is gonna become a thing now.
Apparently so.
And I'll be able to. I won't wear them, but I'll formulate a gang made of people who are wearing this attire, and we will be called the Romper Stompers, and we will tackle every single biker bar this side of the nation.
This has been a thing for a long time. Oh. Oh.
The diaper thing, yes.
Oh.
Diaper thing I'm well aware of.
Yeah, I am too. I've been to DeviantArt.
Oh, then you haven't seen the worst of it. You haven't seen the Twitter ones where you can post whatever you want. I'll never forget when I stumbled upon a Twitter that was that had nothing but videos of this gay couple who played father-son diaper incest porn. And that was like their whole thing. And it was like, what the fuck is this? They were furries too. So, you know, we're just going to go through the entire checklist. It's DeviantArt as a whole now. And I think the blank expression on Jay's face says everything. Okay. We should probably go to a different thing.
Topic.
Wow.
Okay.
I have made everything uncomfortable. All you have to do is throw a fandom in there.
I was actually just looking into the deep depths of space for a moment.
Hopefully not about this.
Nope. Just space.
You guys.
Are you saying that you've been looking into deep space so you don't cringe hard enough so you can still use the idea that you're completely immune to cringe?
I'm completely immune to cringe.
Femskin.
I guess you can actually say that.
Oh, before we end this, the new Ubisoft logo, has everyone seen it?
No.
I tried to go to a site to look at it, and it told me I needed to stop using ad block, and I'm like, no.
Oh.
I'm looking at it right now.
It's based.
It's very angular.
Oh, you seeing it now?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's okay.
I think it's pretty nice. It's a little generic and bland, but not bad.
It's not much different than their old logo.
It's just draining the color from the old one.
Yeah. Like, if anything, it's really not... Are people making a big deal out of this?
A little bit.
It's the same logo. It just doesn't have the gradient shading and stuff.
I know, right?
Yep, that's what I'm actually looking at, so... yeah.
I'm disappointed.
Shit happens.
This makes me want to go look up some father-son incest furry porn with diapers. Not really.
Hey,
Yeah.
just because you're actually the father-son doesn't mean we don't actually have to go that... We don't need to actually go that far, so...
Look, I am your father-son, son-father, and I say what goes until you say something.
Go to your room.
Fuck. Okay. I would say I'm already here, but there's
You're
enough
grounded
kink in this
till
room
next
that
week.
makes it uncomfortable.
Don't worry.
You're grounded till next week.
My position in this entire conversation is uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, because aren't you the mom?
Exactly.
You're the mom at work, too.
My gosh. Yeah.
You're the Toriel.
Yeah.
I'm the one calling in for a divorce.
No, I've already got one of those pending.
Than I expected, really, really fast.
Huh?
Yeah, speaking of which, son, you're grounded for You're grounded till next week, so you won't actually do any video games. You won't actually. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just no video games.
Well,
Oh, cool! I don't play video games often anyway.
Oh shoot! So much for me being able to collab with you.
It'll still happen. My gaming PC that I ordered a week ago is still sitting on my kitchen table. So
This needs to be fixed.
It'll get fixed here pretty soon. I actually what I was waiting for came today. I ordered some shrink wrap so I can shrink wrap these mattresses and get them out of this room, or one of them, so I can get one out of this room, so I can try to also shrink wrap the mattress in the like full size bedroom. I'm gonna try and turn that into a studio. So
Oh, cool.
it'll take some time. It's just it's gonna be a lot of work and I don't want to do it.
I see how you are. You just don't want to get anything done. So what studio for?
I have to take apart a bed frame that's like 8 feet tall and like 6 feet wide. I'm not a big fan of doing that.
But you'll have a studio.
I will. I also have to move like 2 dressers, a large size desk. I don't want to do it. That's the problem. I'm lazy. I'm too lazy for this, Jay. I'm not into the home renovating mess.
I made a massive mistake of running the Deviant art for a minute, and one of the first pictures in my watch thing, the person apparently doesn't know how to do eyes, and so one eye's like this way, one eye's this way. They're supposed to be looking down, and both of their eyes are like away, and it's like terrible.
They have one eye on the bitches and one eye on the street.
What is Covefi? What is Covefi?
Coffee?
Yeah, what is the COVFEFE? Does anyone know? I was watching the Philip DeFranco show talking about one of it, what it was, but I never finished it.
Oh, yeah, that it was a mistype by Donald Trump.
Ouch.
And it just stayed up for a very extended period of time, and no one knew what it was even supposed to mean.
Okay.
I'm actually reading up on it now to see if it does actually mean something.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't know much about it. I just know that it happened. I know a lot of people were talking about it today.
It's funny. Like it's only funny because it was so random. And it's very, very bad misstep, but I don't see any I don't quite know about that river. Rivet.
Whoa.
That's a that is a 6-letter word that I Okay, who wants to say what Rivet said?
Bailiff, shoot Rivet Rose.
It was a mistype by CNN.
That was a mistype by CNN?
Oh, okay, Bailiff, put down the gun.
Oh, they misspelled bigger Navy.
Oh.
Ah! I really wish I would have seen that.
Ouch.
Oh, well, B and N are side by side on the keyboard.
They are side by side. Oh my god, someone actually got their license plate Kavifi.
Why?
Well, shiz, I think Rivet Rose might not live long.
Oh.
Saying Donald Trump wanted a bigger Navy. Well, okay, so there has been no real update to the whole Kavifi thing. Donald Trump did jump up and say something else about it, yet oddly enough I can't. Oh wait, there we go. Or no, this is a different article. I have no idea. Apparently there was a slight update to it, but I can't find it. Let's go to Donald Trump's actual Twitter.
Man, what did we actually agree on last week when we said we weren't going to touch on the topics of politics again?
Well, I'm not intentionally.
This is
going
hardly
into
politics. Donald Trump responded, "Who can figure out the true meaning of Kavifi and joy?" So even he doesn't understand it. It's becoming a meme much faster than it needs to be, though. Like, the entire internet's basically in a shitstorm over a typo. And that's it.
Oh yeah, Trump posted the Kavefe thing. Well, no, it was press conference.
Yeah.
Or coverage, press coverage.
Oh, and also to add to the whole bigger Navy thing, that was actually Yahoo Finance, and they got in a bit of heat over it, obviously.
Don't forget to make Panic at the Hitler a meme.
Panic at the Hitler.
Not to mention hashtag Hitler did disco.
Hitler did
Yeah.
disco. Panic at the Auschwitz.
No. No. All right. I'm not sure, but I think we're getting close to like running. I think we've pretty much run out of things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point I don't know what to think of next.
I don't know.
I did kind of ruin it all with diapers. One word killed all of our momentum.
Diapers.
Don't know
Auschwitz
what happened.
fever.
It's not you, Laser.
Holy shit, Rivet! I really like you. That's so bad.
Okay. Well, alrighty then.
Okay, I did the intro. Everyone else slay over the outro like some kind of communist party over a right.
So you want to go last?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
I'll go first.
I'll go first.
R has no bullshit today.
Just want to get straight to the point. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you will actually come to my own chiz as soon as possible, and if I find out that each and every one of you is actually a commie son of a gun, I'm gonna actually beat you down with the power of democracy and the power of the arsenal of freedom. Should actually, yeah, I got a YouTube channel, pretty obvious, yeah, and also I got Twitter. Yeah, a Twitter, and if you want to actually go to my Twitter, it's gonna be John Carr 51666 490, and trust me, the 666 is nothing very intentional. That's pretty much it. So yeah, remember, don't be a commie, or else you're gonna get beat up by the arsenal of democracy.
Don't be a commie, or I'll beat your salami.
Brings out Liberty Prime.
Good, Rivet Rose, you're good. You're good in my book.
All right.
I don't do disco. I blow stuff up instead. That's my
Whoa.
ultimate party.
Whoa. Careful.
Well, we're on a list.
NSA is going to kick in my door. It won't be the right type of tapping for me. Though I guess in prison I might get the right type of anyways, thank you all so much. Hypocrisy is not negotiable. Thank you all so much for watching this. I have been ArticJay. If you want to catch any of my stuff on social media, you can catch me on Twitter at ArticJay, on YouTube at ArticJay, and if you want to find my Instagram or any of the other stuff, you can find them on my YouTube channel because I don't want to say my name on here.
Are you in fear of the NSA?
The NSA might come in. Well, I just said where to find my name because my freaking Instagram is my name.
Are you in fear of NASA?
Yes, I'm in fear of NASA. They're gonna come and send me to space. I'll be the first.
I mean, judging by the fact you always keep contradicting them, I could see a possibility.
Oh, NASA will send me to space that way and they can get away with sending me into space and claim, oh, we sent the first transgender astronaut.
You're on the list with 11 subs. You should be glad to be anywhere. Roasted. Sorry, love you people.
Oh,
Thanks, Vidus.
oh, thanks, Vidus. Well,
And anyway, my name
Ah,
is
one more
Lazrpo, and you can find me on a bunch of different sites. The main one being YouTube, which is youtube.com/Lazrpo, or you can find me on Twitter, which is at twitter.com/stickytreason. That's sticky_TREASON. Yes, I changed it back because you told me to change it to something a little different a while ago, Arctic, and you didn't even notice I changed it. Also, you can Google Lazrpo and you'll find out so much about me that it's ridiculous.
you really need to change that username.
What?
The
My Twitter handle?
Yeah.
Oh no, I got it covered. I got it covered. Don't worry about it. But anyway, that was you could be a hero by being in space as a trans. I don't know how's that's different than being not trans in space.
Wait, what?
Oh, I mean, you could. I mean,
You could be a hero by being in space as trans.
it sounds like you actually want to start a crusade.
I do not want to start a crusade. Thank you. Thank you.
Why not?
Because they'll think that I'm fighting for the trans agenda.
You aren't? Wave your rainbow flags.
What if you're in space and you're gender confused?
Or actually, wait.
Does
Would you
that
be
mean
fighting?
you're lost in space? Oh god.
This outro is dead. You still have to fix your headphones.
Who?
They're hanging off of your head. I don't even know how who works.
I need to replace them because I broke them right here when I'm playing No Man's Sky like 6 months ago and I never replaced them.
But I would also like to reiterate, you would be swinging the trans pride flag unless you wanted to encapsulate the entire LGBT community. Then let your rainbows fly or something. I don't know. Backpedaling.
Actually, that's true, Vidus. We did actually had a bunch of trouble with our last outro.
We have lots of trouble with all of our outros.
Yeah, all of our outros are shit.
Don't forget the intros.
Our intros are fab.
Does this mean that we have to do the intro over again or the outro over again?
No, I am not redoing the outro. We can just end at this point.
But we haven't even finished the outro.
Haven't even started. We're still going on with this.
We'll finish your part of the outro, isn't Mr. Sticky?
I finished my part. Now it's time for the person who started the outro to end with the Three Nerds podcast outro.
I swear I'm the one who always plugs that, not R. This is Three Nerds. Since I don't, you want to go ahead and plug the Three Nerd channel itself and Three Nerd Twitter?
Sure, I'll just get straight to the point. So thank you, everyone, and ladies and gentlemen, for watching this shiz. As always, we will actually be doing another of the Three Nerds podcast next Wednesday. So be sure to actually check out the links as we've already mentioned to you guys before, and don't forget about the Q&A. So hopefully we would actually have a topic for next Wednesday. So with all that being said, take care, everyone. Great afternoon, morning, and night. Laters.